Hi class, this is Patty Medina again, and in this video I will show you some selection techniques when you're working with a table. All right, so in our previous video we learned that if we are trying to select the entire table, I need to click on it, and when I click on it I get this move handle. If I just click on it, it will select my entire table, right? Okay, that's good so far. But what if I am just trying to select one particular column? So if I just want to select this column, for instance, I need to position my pointer right on top of my column and then kind of wait to see when I get this down arrow. And it's kind of hard to get it, but when you're pointing right on the border, you will get a down arrow. And when you get it, there it is. You click and it will select the entire column. But what if I want to add another column? So I click, hold the click, and then drag it to the next column. So just here, it's a little finicky. Let me try again. So I'm going to go here, find the down arrow there, hold it, and drag it out. And just, yeah, there it is. So now I'm just adding 2 columns to my selection. All right, so that's how you select columns. But what if you're trying to select an entire row? To select the entire row, you just go to the left, and when you get the pointer in the selection bar, this area here is called the selection bar. So if I just click here once in front of my table, oh, I'm a little too far, I need to be a little bit closer. If I click in front of the table, right next to the table, here in that selection bar, my whole row will select. And if I want to add rows, I can click out here, hold the click down, and then drag it down. And I can select multiple rows. If you're trying to select text, you go in the cell, click, hold the click down, and drag it. And then now you're selecting just the text that is inside of a cell. You can start from the right to the left or from the left to the right. So I'm going to try that with junior loan. So if I click here, hold the click down and drag it, I can select that text. And then if you're just trying to select one cell, you just click in the cell, hold it, and then you have to start from the far out. Just select the whole cell. There it goes. Sometimes it's a little finicky when you're trying to make selections. So there it is. If you're trying to add another cell to the selection, notice how there's like a little area here. I get my pointer and it's like a little tiny arrow. If I click there, it will just select the cell, but if I'm trying to add more cells to this selection, I can click, hold it, and then drag it out, and it will just add more cells to that selection to do the whole row. Or if I'm just trying to do like from this, if I'm just trying to do this cell, click here and then drag it down. If I move to the right, it will add the other 2 cells in the next column. You need to play with it a little bit because sometimes those pointers are a little finicky. So just make sure that you have the appropriate pointer when you're trying to select either for columns. There it is. It's just so difficult to get them. But once you get them, you see it and it's right there. You kind of have to find it. Then click and it will select the whole column. And it's so tiny, it's hard to see. All right, so those are some selection techniques when you're working with your table.